Hi friends, happy Thursday. So for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, I've done a little bit more crocheting than I do usually do on those days. So those days are my busy days, where I actually go to my proper work. But we started off the week using this wool to make another loaf cat. So this is how far I got. So I'm at the point, it's still kind of doing out, but I think that's normal. So I got the little ears on and the two little feetsies. Every time I make one though, I always feel like one foot is smaller than the other. Like, I don't know. But I'm pretty much at the section now to add the eyes, and the biggest eyes I have are way too small. It just looked silly. So today, actually, I went to Spotlight again and got some eyes, but I still feel like the ones I brought, they're bigger than what I have currently, but I think they still might be a little bit too small. I don't know. We'll come back to this project later on this week, I'm sure. And hopefully the eyes I do have will fit okay. If not, I do want to wait until I can get some bigger eyes. But because I couldn't work on that loaf cat, I did have this wool, which I showed you guys last week's vlog. And I didn't know what I wanted it for. I brought this originally for loaf kitties and I realized on how thin this yarn is. And it's not wool, it is polyester. I just have this habit of calling skeins of yarn just wool. So yeah, I originally brought it for loaf kitties, but it was too thin. And then I realized, let's just do it anyway and make a mini one. And I'm so glad I did, because I love how this one is turning out. So I'm in the process of, I don't want to drop that. In the process of doing it. It's got the tiny, tiny little cute ears. This one keeps kind of flipping back a bit. But the eyes I had, these are the smaller eyes I currently have, and I think they're great. With the nose this time, I done it over twice. I think it looks better, and I decided to opt out for the whiskers. I just think it looks cuter just with the eyes and the nose. It's got the feet, and again, this foot always looks smaller. I don't know. That's just kind of how the feet turn out. And yeah, I'm in the process of the body, but that's as far as I've gotten. So, and I got stuffing and everything. I can finish this loaf cat. I just haven't finished it yet. So that's pretty much what I've been doing the last 3 days. I attempted my balloon animal like I've been saying I want to do with the cotton yarn. Thin cotton yarn is incredibly way more difficult to work with, so I'm definitely not at that level. I'm going to still keep the yarn maybe in the future when I get used to actually identifying the stitches, because that is my issue. It's so hard, especially when like at the start of a project, to identify where your stitches actually are. See, now with this body it's like all the same, I can tell. But when I'm like increasing around the face, even just for something like this, it is quite difficult for me to like identify the stitches. So I will keep that yarn, and I do want to do that project. It is a free pattern. I will leave it down below, this balloon animal dog. But for right now, with my skill set of being a beginner, I don't want to work with cotton yarn. I didn't realize how much more difficult that would be. But today as well, when I went to Spotlight to get some eyes, I got this yarn. So the exact same yarn, the Motivare Harris polyester. So it's that thin yarn, that white splashy, but this is more like a orangey color. And I think this is going to be really, really cute to make a mini loaf kitty of our angel kitty Zeke. So I'll put a picture of him. So unfortunately he's not with us, but I definitely do want to make a little mini version of him. So yeah, he is like orange, and he had like a little white, not patches, but white kind of underneath his orange coat. So I think this will be really perfect. And he did have a white tip, so I don't know, maybe we won't add the white tip on the mini kitty, but I think it's so fun. I'm going to make a mini version of him. And we do have another cat as well, Luna. I'll insert a picture of her, but because of her colors and colorway, it's going to be pretty difficult to make one looking like her, because there's so many different colors on with her and color changing and things like that. So when I do get around to make a Luna kitty, I'll make it the regular loaf cat, but that's probably not going to be for quite a while yet, especially sourcing yarn. Also, I did order some yarn online, so hopefully that comes by the end of this week. If not, hopefully next week that comes. And then that way I can make the reindeer pattern I brought 2 weeks ago. I finally found yarn online for colors for that, as well as Christmas stockings. I want to make Christmas stockings for Nick and I, because ones I was going to buy anyway, like the style I like the like knitted or crocheted kind of pattern of the stocking. I don't want like a plain stocking. So that's a style that I wanted last year, and I couldn't source the ones that I was being a little fussy, but the ones I liked I can source in like proper stores, and I didn't even think about going to like a crocheter or something. But now obviously I've gotten into the hobby, I want to crochet our own, so I got yarn coming in for that. I just need to find patterns, like the exact patterns. But here is some inspo pics of the stockings, the style that I like. So that'll be really fun as well. But I'm really excited to do this reindeer when I get this yarn. But otherwise, I feel like for the rest of this week, we're just going to complete these couple of loaf kitty projects that I've started for the first 3 days of this week, and hopefully make our mini Zeke one, which will be really fun. Hi friends, so I didn't check in yesterday, so today is now Saturday. This is the OG, the first loaf kitty we've made. We've seen her a few times, but yesterday, well, throughout Thursday night and yesterday combined, I had completed the other 2 kitties, which is just crazy, the size difference. So this one is like in that nice plush blanket type yarn, which this is, I believe, what the pattern was intended to look like. I might have overstuffed it a little bit. It looks kind of chunky, and these eyes, I didn't finish this one originally. Like, I started the face, but when it came to adding the eyes, I didn't have big enough eyes, so we did buy that on Thursday. And look how cute he is. I am obsessed, and it's so much softer. But this yarn is acrylic, the Motivera in acrylic. It's the Monkey Twist yarn, I believe it's called, or maybe it's just called Monkey, I'm not sure now. But it's not very soft. She's cute, but she's not very soft. And you can see I've done the whiskers, but a lot of people I notice online don't do whiskers, and I have to agree, I like the look without the whiskers better. So the OG one has a whiskers, but yeah, this one has no whiskers. And then while I was waiting to get the eyes, we started this one, which is the mini one, and look at him, he's so tiny. So this one's in Motivera Harris Brown, in the shade brown. And it's obviously got like the white flecks, that's all in the yarn. I can't remember the mil eyes I used. So I think it might be 7.5. I think they're the smallest eyes I currently have. But again, no whiskers on him. So we'll just get all of, actually, this one should be in the middle because it's the middle size. Let's see if I can get them all. Look at them. That's so cool, huh? They're so cute. And I like as well how they stack. Like, obviously you guys would know that they're stacked, but even on the different sizes, they all stack. Huh? Okay, so that's enough of loaf cats. Yeah, so I thought we'll have a break from loaf cats. I still haven't got my order, my yarn order that I've ordered online to make the reindeers and the Christmas stockings, but I did have this yarn, which is the Motivera Harris yarn as well. So this is the same type, and you can tell I stuffed up completely the middle pull, so I'm just wrapping it around, and it's probably going to get really tangled at the end, but that's the same type of yarn as this one. So I like how the stitches came up with this, so I thought I'll make another mini plush of something, and this is what I've got so far. And I'm quite proud of myself because it's my first time doing a magic ring and actually starting a project, let alone a brand new pattern, and it's written different. Like, the abbreviations are slightly different to this loaf cat pattern that I've been following. But I haven't made an error. Well, I technically have, but I could manage to fix it. I just accidentally added 3 stitches somewhere. So then I just, when I done a round, I just done 3 decreases, and I think it's fine. But we got 2 bubble stitches here, so that's what it looks like. It's very, very tiny and mini, but yeah, any guesses on what this will be? So I will get back to work and working on this, and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll show you the end result, and we'll see if you guessed right. Because honestly, if someone were to ask me, I'll be like, I've got no freaking idea. But because I know what it is, it's like, I can see it and I'm so excited for it. So it's an animal, but it's not another cat, obviously. So that's, yeah. Any guesses? But otherwise, that's what I've been working on today and yesterday and the end of Thursday. And yeah, I reckon this is all I'm going to do today though, because it is like a cooking day and a football watching day, and I don't know, we're busy just doing other things today. But I'm glad to get a project done and something new as well. It's quite fun. But yeah, we'll come back. Oh! We'll come back tomorrow with this being finished. Look at him! He is so cute. So it's the next day, so happy Sunday. I think this little guy has turned out so good and I'm extra proud of him. He is definitely small and mini, like compared to my hand, even the palm of my hand, not even that. He's very small and mini. But I'm so proud of him because, I'm so proud of me making him, because doing the magic ring and starting the pattern was my first time starting without having to redo it. And not only that, but I managed to do this whole pattern, including the tentacles and the eyes and everything, without redoing anything. I'd done it all in one sitting essentially, and oh, he's just so cool. And I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, but he is a free pattern. I just went on Pinterest and I just searched free pattern crochet plushies and he came up. The creator that done this one in her blog also had a link video tutorial for YouTube. I'll leave her blog and her video down below. I did need to follow the video for the tentacles because I didn't quite understand, but I love even like the detailing of the head, like the shape of the head and like the eye, like the eyelids or the eye sockets in a way. So for something free, I do think it's pretty well detailed. And yeah, the creator that done this, she used like proper plush yarn, like for making actual plushies, but I just wanted to use up this yarn. So I mean, you could use him as a mini plushie for sure, same as this mini loaf cat. You can still have it as like an actual plushie, but I feel like with this type of yarn, it's more decor items, just like sitting on a shelf or your desk, or you know what I mean. But yeah, I just think it's so cool. He is also purple. I think you can kind of see the purpley color. I mean, I know it's not going to focus, but back here it looks more brown, but it's definitely, that's more true to color, the purple there. And yeah, I'm just so happy. So definitely overall this week, I haven't done any crocheting today. I got that orange yarn to make another mini loaf kitty, which is the same type of yarn, the Moda Vera that I used for this one and this one in Harris, the style Harris. But I got the orange shade, so I might start that later tonight, but otherwise for now I'm just going to finish this weekly vlog of what I've crocheted, which are these 3 items here. I'm so happy. I feel like this is the most I've crocheted in a week, and I'm so happy with not only like how the products have turned out, but I'm happy as well with my knowledge, and I'm grasping it. I can do the kitten or these loaf cats, the tail, the ears, the feet, just by reading the pattern. I don't need to refer to the video. Wow. And even with this octopus, I'm pretty confident I can now do it again without referring to the video. I'm just so proud that I've done this many and this is how they've turned out. So thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I have got exciting news I am going to announce in next week's video. So next week is going to be the biggest crochet week yet. Hopefully I get my order. There's actually a few different things happening with this crochet world I'm living in, because if you did watch my very first week, this is week 3 I believe currently. So I was on the fence. I have an itch to start like a small business. I used to be very crafty in my teen years and sell things that I've made, and then through my adulthood I suppose I've kind of lost that. So I'm glad I found something that I've wanted to try for years and I have attempted, which is the crochet. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it more than I thought. So yeah, we got some exciting things happening. Some, I'll just say, shop prep happening. My items are gonna go into a gift store soon. So next week I want to prep as much inventory for that, as well as Christmas. If I get my delivery, it should come next week, of the yarn that I ordered. So we should do just Christmas stockings for just myself and my partner Nick, for our own use and our own decor, as well as the reindeer pattern that I brought. I got the yarn to make that, as well as something else I want to send. I want to try, of course, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. This one's going to be a lot more difficult and it'll be color changing. I haven't done that yet. I know I can learn that with the cap, but I don't really have any other, oh well, I will do one once I do go my yarn, but for now I don't have the same yarn and multiple shades of this yarn to do the color changing. But I'm going to try and teach myself that next week, because one of my products might be gifted internationally, maybe, if I can do it. So it's another pattern again that I want to buy. Ooh, that I want to buy. Oh, my hair's knotty. Yeah, it's another pattern again that I want to buy, and if I can, I want to, yeah, gift it internationally, brand it. That'll be the start. I don't know if I'm going to brand it for the gift shop. I'm not sure, but it's going to be a fun, exciting week next week. But again, thank you so much for watching me create these little fellas. Ain't they so cute? Wait, where's his other eye? Oops, this side. And they're so cute. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.